Hey, everybody. My name's Amy Raddick. I teach sixth grade science at the Innovation Academy in Smithfield. And I'm going to talk about the way I deliver curriculum to my students in a self-paced way that adds a little gamification to it. So I use a website called Rezzly, Rezzly. And I know I'm just giving this idea because I know since we're all kind of virtual right now, having something to modify the pace with a little bit more control would be nice. However, everything on here does cost money, so it costs $100 for the whole year. I use this all year, so regardless, I find it uh, very worth it. But if you're just thinking about picking this up now and that's something you can't do, then don't feel pressured to do that. You can also use Google Classroom for this, but it kind of gives you an idea of how to deliver the curriculum in very micro chunked ways. So another gamification website you can use too is Classcraft. I have a coworker, Miss Stilley, Chelsea Stilley, who loves it, and she wants me to play around with it this summer. So there's a good chance I may be switching to Classcraft for next year, and it's the same price as Rezzly. So both gamification websites that allow you to kind of determine the pace of your learners, so they're not going out of order or you're not being able to hold them accountable for what they've done in that moment. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Okay. So when I sign in, I made my gamer tag RadAim because I'm Amy Raddick, and I wanted it to be my name, but not so my name. And you make a class, so you just hit this arrow and hit new group, and you can create your class. I only have one class for all my sixth graders since everyone's self-paced. They move through it, at their own pace. So currently this year I've made 399 quests. Seems like a lot, but there's a quest for everything because I chunk them in very specific ways. So for example, this is the quest they would reach if they were done with everything and I've checked everything and they're ready to take their assessment. This is the quest that tells them what ed puzzles I would like for them to complete. Let's see, we can do view details. So there you go. So I take a little screenshot and upload that for them. Let me show you some notes, and then I'm actually gonna upload a quest today with you guys watching, so you can kind of see how we do it. Okay, so let me find one with notes. So everything's by item number 2. The item number pertains to the certain assignment that's in their book that I gave them. So I call everything an item number. It allows me to stay organized as well as the kids. It doesn't turn into, have I completed the Eclipse notes? It's, hey, I'm struggling on item number 141. Can you come over and help? And then that way, I also can stay organized on here. It's less work to just go 141, 42, 43, 44. But this also allows me to say, okay, like they can't do 144 unless they've completed this quest, or they can't do 145 until they completed 144. So I'm going to show you how I do that on Rezzly once I put the quest in. But I wanted to show you some notes on here. This isn't anything crazy. Now you can go above and beyond. There's all kinds of coding you can do here. I haven't learned how to do that yet. I would like to. I always say that, but I end up having no time to do it. But I embed the video of me teaching them eclipses here. So let me switch to that so I can show you. So when they click on that link, it opens up from my drive, and I have everything set to view only. But yeah, they can.
This is item number 136. And this is
So that was made like 2 years ago. So very different hair back then. But yeah, so this is the notes. It's only 7 minutes and 50 seconds, and it has nothing to do except for eclipses. I don't put anything else in there. I completely chunk it for them. All right, so let me get out of here. I'm going to switch you back to here. And let's go ahead and make a quest. Oh, my video went away. Hold on. Oh, there I am. Okay. Hold on. Let's go to here. I can't remember where I left off from a few days ago, so it's going to take me a minute or two to find it because I'm putting up the life sciences now. There's Earth still. And obviously there's some intuitive pieces here, like I wish they would just put it in the order that I've uploaded it and not in alphabetical order. So I'm thinking for next year to fix that problem, I'm going to do item number first and then the standard. So that way it organizes it by number and not by 6L. So that's my plan for next year. Okay, so it looks like I got up to 260. So I'm going to go to my life. I'm going to keep bringing you along with me. This is Earth, wrong one. Here we go. This is life. So the last one I put up was 260. So now I just have to find 260, 268, 265, 260. Okay, so this is the last one I put up. So root adaptation, sorry. And now the next one is 261, the stem. So then I have to go to my Google Drive and I find the notes labeled the stem. And I right click, get shareable link, copy, and now I come back to Rezzly. I hope I didn't just mess up. Let's see. Yeah, 261. I did not mess up. All right, so I'm bringing you back to this one. And now we're going to go ahead and build a quest. Oh, my video went away again. There I am. All right, so quest name, we do 6L11, item number 261. Available dates today. The description was the stem. And here I kind of just, I can have fun with it if I want. Sometimes I put my Bitmojis. Sometimes I find funny photos or memes that can make them giggle. But for today's sake, I'm just going to put note taken time. You are going to learn about the stem by clicking here. Then highlight what you want to make the video, then you paste. And bam, there's your video. Now, to turn in their notes to me, since we're virtual now, you can have them email it to you if you want them to check this. Notes, I'm not so worried about. So my turn in is going to be type in the big idea here. Move on to the next quest. Now, if this was an activity where I wanted to check for correction, I would say, okay, I need you to email me, take a picture and email me what you have. So that would be more specific, just so I can make sure they've learned it and they don't have to go back and relearn it or fix something. I always want them to fix. I don't let them move on unless what they're showing me is proficiency. All right, so for experience points, normally notes I make about 15 XP points. Category, look what I made all my categories are my standards. So I click the standard. Now this is where Rezzly becomes very powerful for me. So this I have not done and I need to, and I say that every year and I haven't done it yet, and it would only take me a few seconds. But this right here is where I find almost all my anxiety kind of, because I tried this with Google Classroom and the kids were just going out of order. It was just all over the place. Now, mind you, I only tried that my first year of doing this. So if I tried it again, I could make it more organized. But if you do Google Classroom, you have to really make sure you scaffold and structure those submissions so the kids know exactly what to do before moving on to the other thing. But this is what Rezzly does for me. So I can say, hide this quest until all prereqs are met. You can make it points. I don't do that. I do it by quest. So I click that. Last one I wanted them to do was 260, right? So I would scroll down till I hit the L's. It says there I already have 261. I might be making a duplicate here. I'm not going to make this quest just in case, but I'm still going to show you how to do it. And then the set standards thing, this is what's really nice. So they have science in here, grade 6, subject, where this one would be in structures and functions of living things. There you go. There you go. Look how cool. So and then how long did that take me? Not long at all. So I really have no excuse. I have to really go in and do this every time. Then here's something else I wanted to really do this year and I didn't do it, but you have to click like an icon. So like I would love to have an icon for each standard. I have 21 standards. That'd be 21 icons I'd have to find or make, and it wouldn't take me long at all. Again, haven't done it yet, but that's also something you can do here to personalize it. And you scroll down to the bottom. Now, this is where you can also do some accountability. You can say for the turn in the submission at the top. So like if I wanted to say here, you must take a picture and turn this in. And then when I go down here, I had click needs verification. So that means they can't move on until I have verified their responses on here. I probably am going to start doing this now that I'm back on virtual learning. But when I was in the classroom with them, I verified everything via signature. So like at the top of my book on every page, there's a box for signature. So I never had to do this anymore. I did do it the first year and it got very overwhelming because I would have like 50 kids sitting there being like, hello, we can't do anything while I was trying to answer questions and verify. It was just a lot in one little, time frame. So I took the digital verification off and put it more on hands-on. But now that we're virtual, I'm probably going to switch those back again and do virtual since I can sit here and just take care of that in the moment while the kids are working. So yeah, after you do that, you create the quest and boop, it's up and the kids will be able to get to it based off your prereqs that you set. There is some limitations. You can't make more than one prereq, which I know is a bummer. But it's not there yet. I'm sure Rezzly will get there. But yeah, and you can add alternative, but you can't add like must do this and this. That's the part I really want. Like when you're doing labs, like they need to have this one, and this one before they can do the lab. I would love that for that to be the case and then make like the assessment after the lab. But like I said, not there yet. Repeatability, I didn't click this one. It's if you wanted to do something like a brain break or a journal, you can set the repeatability on here and click weekly, daily. And it can be an exit ticket. It can be an entry ticket. It can be, oh my gosh, it could be unlimited options. I'm giving myself ideas as I'm talking to you about them. But yeah, so Rezzly gives you a lot of autonomy. It allows the kids a lot of flexibility. It's very innovative, but it is simple at the same time. It's not, I don't think this is very overwhelming. It didn't take me long to learn how to do this. Like I said, you can get real fancy with your coding. You can embed videos. That actually is not hard. You can do that. But there's a lot of options here that you can kind of play around with. But I highly promote it. So hopefully this helps or gives you an idea at least how to pace it for the kids. Very chunked together, not too much information at once. You want it to be simple and not overwhelming. But yeah. Okay, feel free to email me if you have any questions or you want to have a Zoom conference with me. You can do this. You're going to do this, and everything's going to end up being okay. All right, my email is aimeeradic@Johnson. Blah, 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 blah. And I do have experience. I taught high school and I taught at another middle school. So the only hands-on experience I don't have is elementary. All right. I hope everyone has a fabulous week. Happy planning.